Ladies and gentlemen, success is not a matter of chance. It's not something that happens to the lucky few, and it certainly doesn't come from wishful thinking. Success comes from being deliberate, from having a plan, and from taking relentless action toward that plan. Too many people wander through life hoping for success to find them. But the truth is, if you don't have a clear, written plan, you're leaving your future to chance. And if you're leaving your future to chance, you're already on the road to failure. That's the reality. If you're serious about transforming your life in 1 year, the first thing you need is a crystal clear, written success plan. No more vague ideas or half-hearted intentions. Your plan must be specific, with defined goals, timelines, and actions. Write it down, put it on paper. You see, something powerful happens when you take your dreams and ideas and put them into writing. Writing them down forces you to clarify exactly what you want and how you'll get there. This is not just a wish list, it's a blueprint for your success. If you don't write it, it's just a dream, a fantasy that you're hoping will magically come true. But a written plan turns your dream into a mission you're committed to executing. Now let's talk about the importance of setting big, bold goals. I'm talking about goals that scare you, goals that push you to your limits, and goals that force you to grow. If your goals aren't scaring you, then you're not aiming high enough. It's easy to set small, comfortable goals, but those don't lead to extraordinary change. I want you to think about what you truly want. What is the biggest, most audacious goal that would change your life forever? Write that down and make it your North Star. Your goals should challenge you, stretch you, and require you to evolve. They should force you to become someone better, someone stronger, someone more focused and more disciplined. Anything less than that is not worth your time or energy. Once you have your goals in place, there's one thing that matters more than anything else: action. Immediate, massive action. There's no room for hesitation here. You need to hit the ground running. If you want to achieve success in a year, you have no time to waste. That means you must take action every single day, relentlessly. The world doesn't wait for you to feel ready, and neither should you. You will never feel completely ready, and that's okay. Start now, even if you feel uncertain. Start with what you have, where you are. The most successful people don't wait for the perfect moment, they make the moment perfect through action. It's in the doing, in the execution, that success is earned. But here's the truth: you will face challenges. You will encounter failures, setbacks, and distractions. Life is full of obstacles, and the path to success is rarely a straight line. But that's where your real strength lies, in your ability to overcome. You must develop mental toughness and persistence. When things get tough, you don't quit. When setbacks happen, you don't give up. You dig in, push forward, and keep your eye on the prize. Success is not for the weak-hearted. If you want to truly transform your life, you have to be willing to fight for it every single day. The obstacles are not there to stop you, they're there to test you. And when you push through them, you come out stronger and closer to your goals. This is how you transform your life in just 1 year: by having a clear, written plan, setting bold goals, taking massive action, facing adversity with persistence, and measuring your progress along the way. This is the formula. It's simple, but it's not easy. It requires discipline, focus, and unwavering commitment. But if you follow this process, I promise you, your life will never be the same. A year from now, you'll look back and realize that you didn't just change your life, you changed who you are. And that is the true transformation. A clear, written plan is the foundation of success. Without it, you're like a ship drifting in the ocean, hoping to find land, but with no map to guide you. You see, the world rewards those who have a clear vision and the discipline to execute on it. But it's not enough just to have a vague idea of what you want. The real power comes when you take that vision, put it down on paper, and turn it into a concrete, actionable plan. That's when things begin to change. That's when you begin to truly transform your life. You need a written plan because it forces you to think in terms of what's possible and not just what's comfortable. It pushes you to think beyond the everyday distractions and focus on what really matters. When you write it down, you make it real. You take the dream from your mind and ground it in reality. It's like planting a seed. It starts small, but with consistent care, it grows into something powerful. Your written plan serves as the blueprint. And the moment you commit to it, you begin to take ownership of your future. It's not something you're waiting for or hoping will come to you. It's something you're actively creating. The power of a written plan lies in its ability to eliminate confusion and uncertainty. How often have you woken up in the morning with no clear direction, feeling overwhelmed by the choices in front of you? That's because you haven't defined your path. When you create a plan, you give yourself the roadmap you need to navigate life's complexities. It tells you exactly what to do, step by step, and that clarity is what cuts through the noise. It eliminates the fog of indecision and puts you on the path to achievement. A written plan also helps you stay on track when life gets challenging. Let's be honest, things won't always go smoothly. You will face obstacles, you will encounter setbacks, and you will feel moments of doubt. But a clear plan will remind you of your purpose. It will keep you grounded when things feel uncertain because you have a roadmap to follow. It helps you measure progress, celebrate small victories, and adjust your strategy if necessary. Even when things go wrong, your plan gives you the resilience to push through because you know where you're going and why it matters. There's something incredibly powerful about seeing your goals in writing. It serves as a constant reminder of your vision and your commitment. When you see it, you can't ignore it. It's there, staring you in the face, calling you to action. It keeps you motivated, keeps you focused, and keeps you moving. When you wake up each morning and look at that written plan, it should ignite something inside of you, a sense of purpose, a sense of drive, a sense of urgency. It's a tool, a weapon, and a guide that transforms the abstract into the achievable. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by chance. They had a vision, a plan, and the discipline to execute that plan day in and day out. They didn't wait for opportunities to come to them. They created their own opportunities by working relentlessly toward their written goals. They knew that without a clear plan, success was just a dream. But with a clear written plan, anything becomes possible. And it all starts with that one crucial step, putting pen to paper. When you commit to that plan, you commit to your future. And that is where true transformation begins. Setting big, bold goals is one of the most powerful actions you can take in your life. If you're aiming for mediocrity, you're guaranteed to get it. But if you set your sights on something greater, something that challenges you, stretches you, and pushes you beyond your current limitations, that's when transformation happens. Too many people settle for small, safe goals, ones that don't require much effort or risk. And while those goals might be comfortable, they won't lead you to the greatness you were born for. It's the big, bold goals that fuel your passion, that ignite your energy, and that force you to grow into the person capable of achieving them. Imagine for a moment if you set a goal so big that it scares you, a goal that seems almost impossible to reach, a goal that, when you think about it, fills you with excitement, but also makes your heart race because you're not sure how you'll do it. That's the kind of goal you need to set. A goal that makes you question your own limits. A goal that makes you think, how in the world am I going to pull this off? It's in those moments of uncertainty and doubt where real growth begins. You're not meant to be comfortable all the time. You're meant to be stretched. You're meant to take risks. You're meant to do things that others won't do. And that, in turn, sets you apart. Setting big, bold goals means refusing to live life in the shadows of your potential. It means acknowledging that you are capable of more than you're currently experiencing. Your potential is vast, and too many people shrink back from it because they don't want to fail or they fear that they'll fall short. But that's exactly what makes setting big goals so powerful, because it requires you to believe in yourself at a deeper level than ever before. It forces you to step outside of your comfort zone and face the discomfort that comes with growth. And when you face that discomfort head on, you discover what you're truly capable of. Think about the biggest, most daring thing you've ever accomplished. It likely wasn't easy, but it was worth it. Those are the kinds of moments that shape us, that define who we are. The truth is, the best things in life come from setting goals that seem too big, too audacious, too far out of reach. But here's the catch: you don't have to have it all figured out right now. You don't need all the answers, all the resources, or all the confidence to take that first step. What you need is the courage to commit to something greater than yourself, to believe that you can achieve it, and to start taking action, even if you don't know exactly how it will unfold. When you set big, bold goals, you force yourself to learn, to grow, and to adapt. You'll face challenges you never anticipated, and you'll discover strengths you didn't know you had. That's the beauty of pursuing goals that push you to your limits. And let me tell you something, when you set goals that are truly bold, people will doubt you. They will tell you that it's impossible. They will say you're aiming too high. And they'll project their own limitations onto you. But that's the exact moment when you need to dig deeper and keep going. The world is full of people who will try to hold you back because they're afraid to dream as big as you. Don't listen to them. Keep your eyes on your vision and keep pushing forward no matter what. Because when you achieve that bold goal, when you accomplish what others thought was impossible, that's when you realize that your potential is limitless. You will inspire those around you to set bigger goals, and you'll change the narrative of what's possible. The beauty of setting big goals is that they demand your full attention. They make you focus, they make you work harder, and they make you prioritize what matters most. With smaller goals, it's easy to get distracted, to let things slide, and to let life take you off course. But with big goals, every single action counts. Every decision matters. And when you're fully committed to achieving something extraordinary, you start to see the world through a different lens. You become intentional about your time, your energy, and your resources. You start thinking strategically, and you take control of your life instead of letting it pass you by. Setting big, bold goals also creates momentum. The bigger the goal, the more you have to stretch yourself, the more you have to push, and the more you have to push, and the more you have to grow. Every time you achieve a small victory toward that big goal, you create momentum that propels you forward. It becomes a snowball effect. The more you accomplish, the more you believe in yourself, and the more you're willing to take on. It's a cycle that feeds itself, and soon you'll realize that the big, bold goals you once thought were impossible are now well within your reach. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment, it's about taking imperfect action towards something that excites you, that challenges you, and that makes you come alive. If you're not setting big, bold goals, you're playing too small. Life is too short to settle for mediocrity. You were meant to do something extraordinary. You were meant to leave a mark on this world. So stop holding back. Set the kind of goals that make your heart race, that make you question your limits, and that demand the best of you. And then go out and take massive, relentless action toward them. Because when you do, you'll realize that you're not just changing your life, you're changing the world around you. Taking immediate, massive action is the differentiator between those who sit back and hope for success and those who go out and create it. Action is where the rubber meets the road. It's easy to sit and plan, to dream, and to wait for the perfect moment to take that first step. But here's the hard truth: the perfect moment will never come. The conditions will never be just right. If you wait for the stars to align, you'll find yourself waiting forever. The only thing that separates those who achieve great things from those who don't is the willingness to act, and act now without hesitation, without overthinking, and without second guessing. You've heard the phrase action speaks louder than words, but let me add to that: action speaks louder than intention. You can plan, you can dream, you can talk all day long about what you want to achieve, but it's only through action that you make those dreams tangible. The world rewards those who are willing to go after what they want with ferocity and commitment. And it's not about taking small, hesitant steps. It's about moving with intensity, with purpose, and with an unshakable belief that what you want is already within your reach. When you take immediate action, you break through the inertia that holds so many people back. You take the power away from fear and doubt. Too often, people get stuck in the planning phase, thinking that they need more information, more resources, or more time before they can act. But here's the secret: you don't need more of anything to take action. What you need is the courage to step into the unknown, to trust yourself enough to start, even if you don't have all the answers. Because the truth is, you'll never have all the answers. You learn by doing, you grow by doing, and you evolve by doing. When you take that first step, the next one becomes easier. And the step after that, easier still. But it all starts with the decision to act. Massive action means going beyond just making a few moves here and there. It's about relentless pursuit, waking up every day with purpose, and refusing to be distracted by anything less than your goal. You've got to move fast. You've got to be aggressive with your time, your energy, and your focus. Every moment you spend hesitating is a moment you're not progressing. If you're serious about achieving your goals, then you need to treat each day like it's a sprint. Stop putting things off. Stop letting opportunities slip by. Stop letting excuses dictate your pace. You are either moving toward your dream or moving away from it, and every action you take is either a step toward success or a step toward regret. Massive action doesn't just move you forward, it accelerates your progress. It creates momentum. And once you build momentum, you'll be unstoppable. When you take action, you generate energy and drive, and this energy attracts even more opportunities. Action creates clarity. The more you do, the clearer your vision becomes. You'll start to see solutions to problems you never saw before, and you'll start making connections that you would have missed if you stayed stagnant, paralyzed by overthinking. The more you do, the more you discover about yourself, about your strengths, and about what you truly want. Every action you take builds a path, and the more you walk it, the clearer the destination becomes. But let me tell you, there will be setbacks, there will be challenges, there will be moments when you doubt yourself, when you feel like giving up, when the weight of failure seems unbearable. But those are the moments that define you. The difference between winners and losers is not in how they avoid failure, but in how they respond to it. Winners double down when they face obstacles. They don't retreat, they don't procrastinate, and they don't quit. They take immediate, massive action, especially in those moments when everything seems to be falling apart. And when you respond with massive action, you gain control over your circumstances. You regain your momentum. You show the world, and more importantly, you show yourself that you are unstoppable. Challenges are a natural part of life. There is no one who can escape them. Whether they come in the form of personal struggles, professional setbacks, or unforeseen obstacles, challenges have a way of showing up when we least expect them. The real question is not whether you will face challenges, but how you will respond when they come your way. How will you handle the difficulties, the setbacks, and the moments of doubt? The first thing you need to realize is that challenges are not your enemy. Too many people make the mistake of seeing challenges as something to avoid, something that signals failure or inadequacy. But challenges are simply the tests of your resolve. They are the tools that shape you into the person you need to become in order to achieve greatness. You cannot grow without them. Every successful person you admire has faced the same trials, the same obstacles, and yet they pushed forward. They didn't give up when the road got tough. They pressed on, knowing that the difficulty was part of the journey. Staying focused in the face of challenges is an art. It requires more than just determination. It requires an unshakable commitment to your vision. When everything around you is falling apart, when the world tells you to quit, staying focused means keeping your eyes locked on your goals and refusing to be distracted by the noise. Focus is what separates the successful from the unsuccessful. It's easy to get caught up in the chaos, to feel overwhelmed by the setbacks and disappointments, but those who succeed are the ones who have learned to channel their energy, to remain calm and composed, and to keep their focus on what matters most. They don't waste time on things they cannot control. Instead, they focus on what they can do today, this hour, this minute, to move themselves closer to their goal. When you're in the middle of a challenge, it's easy to feel like you're drowning, like the weight of the world is too much to bear. But remember this, it's not the challenge that defines you, it's how you respond to it. When life hits you hard, you have a choice. You can give in to despair, or you can rise. The strength to overcome challenges doesn't come from waiting for the right moment or the right circumstances. It comes from within you. It comes from the decision to fight, to keep going when it feels like there's no hope left. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. When you stay focused and choose to look forward instead of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, you give yourself the power to push through anything. One of the biggest mistakes people make when facing challenges is thinking they have to go it alone. There's this myth that asking for help or leaning on others is a sign of weakness. But let me tell you right now, strength is found in community. Don't be afraid to ask for support when you need it. Whether it's a mentor, a friend, or someone who's walked the path before you, getting guidance and perspective from others can help you stay focused when everything seems like a blur. There is no shame in seeking advice, learning from those who have overcome similar obstacles. In fact, it's one of the most powerful tools you can use to stay on track. When you're facing a challenge, the temptation to quit can be overwhelming. The temptation to throw in the towel and walk away is strong. But let me tell you this, the moment you want to quit is often the moment just before the breakthrough. The struggle is a sign that you're on the right track, that you're pushing yourself to new heights, that you are growing. So instead of giving in to frustration, instead of yielding to doubt, lean in, push through the discomfort. Stay focused on the vision you've set for yourself and know that every step you take, no matter how small, is a step toward victory. As you go through life, remember this, it's not about how many challenges you face, it's about how you handle them. Do you let the challenges overwhelm you, or do you rise to meet them with courage and focus? Do you stay distracted by the problems, or do you maintain clarity and purpose in the face of adversity? Your focus, your perseverance, and your determination will always determine the outcome of your journey. If you commit to staying focused, no matter what comes your way, no matter how many times you fall, you will eventually rise to the top. And when you do, you'll look back and realize that the very challenges that tried to break you were the ones that made you stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the success you've achieved. Remember that challenges are not obstacles, they are the opportunities that will shape you into the person you are destined to become. The key to overcoming them lies in your ability to stay focused, to keep moving forward, and to never lose sight of your goals. When you face adversity, it's not the struggle that defines you, it's how you respond to it. Stay committed, stay resilient, and most importantly, stay focused on the bigger picture. Every challenge you overcome, every moment you choose to push through brings you one step closer to the success you seek. So rise to the occasion, keep your eyes on the prize, and never allow anything to take you off course. The journey may not be easy, but with focus and determination, you will emerge victorious. Keep going.